Welcome to my Active Life 2020. My name is Sophia. Thank you for checking in. This is a little chit chat about myself, about my upbringing, my twin flame journey, and the leaps that I have taken this past year. By the way, Happy New Year's. To me, in reality, is like any other day. Time is an illusion to me. I'm not connected with anything of the earthly plane. I'm not aware. I'm not putting in too much focus about the norm. I'm mostly about coming out of my comfort zone and keeping it real with myself and to others. And this is my main goal, my focus, and this incoming year 2021, my focus will be in building a stable foundation for myself and for my family, my 4 kids. I'm not sure where to start. Hopefully this video is not long. I'll try to make it short and I'm on point, even though my throat chakra is kind of blocked at this time. It's really hurting me to speak about who I am and what I've been through. This is me getting out of my comfort zone, but this video hopefully, and I'm sure it will help a lot of you out there from seeing that I've overcome a lot and have gotten out of my comfort zone and have taken the steps to fulfill my own wants and desires. Now I'm in a stage where I don't give a fuck. Now I don't like to cuss. I've never found it necessary to cuss, but since we're in very difficult times, the planet, our environment has changed completely. I never thought I would be doing these kind of videos. Nevertheless, speak about what I've been through. So this is a huge step for me, and I can gladly speak about my experiences, which that's what they are, experiences, learning experiences, learning lessons, experiences. And if what I've been through helps anybody out there, or anybody needs to reach out to me regarding their own situation, I'm gladly to help you guys. All my information is down in the description box, my email, and the incoming courses in the New Earth School. Check the classes that I will be offering. All of this is just to help you guys get out of your comfort zone, be in your truth, and be in mission, because you guys are the twin flame feminines. You guys are supposed to be in mission and feeling fulfilled, abundant, and be living as a free sovereign being. Who doesn't want that, right? Who doesn't want to feel that fulfillment? Release codependency, release expectations, and be in control of your own wants and desires to manifest what you wish for. That's great. That's a great feeling. This past year, 2020, has been a massive learning lesson for me. I've come out of a relationship of 16 years, which I had 4 kids. I believe that relationship lasted because I kept on trying. I didn't give up that easily. What it came down to is me losing myself, hitting rock bottom, and not recognizing literally my profile in the mirror, my soul. It came to the point where I looked in the mirror and I didn't I didn't even fucking recognize who I was. That was my lowest point. So at that point, I'm like, fuck this. What am I doing? Trying to please others but myself. It's not worth it, because nobody will change for anyone. You can only change yourself for a better being, for yourself, not for anyone either, but for your own fulfillment. And you can't expect anybody to change for you, and you can't lose yourself in wanting to feel that fulfillment coming from outside of you. All the fulfillment is within you, but because of our upbringing and rooted beliefs and religion and schooling and government and all these rules out there that are just to put us in a box and to follow rules and to be in control, we believe that we're a free sovereign being. We're not. Everywhere we go, even in our families, there's control, manipulation. Nobody accepts you how you are. Why are we trying so hard to please others? Why? Everybody is their own world. Everybody has their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own wants and desires. People don't recognize this. People believe that finding fulfillment from things or people, relationships, family, that they need to support us. No, they don't. But we believe that. We believe that when we give out our heart, we need to be corresponded the same way. Who says that? Only we can fulfill that need within us. And if we're unable to do that, this is why the twin flame programs are so important. Because they get you to feel that way, to be that way, to go for your passions and desires, to find that strength within you to get over her inner wounds, expectations, addictions, codependency, and much, much more. So, okay, so I've spoken about my past relationship. I didn't actually meet my person perhaps 6-7 months after I ended it with my kid's dad. We worked together, but we didn't really talk until he reached out and talked to me. I didn't recognize him. Yeah, I thought he was handsome, but I didn't recognize him as being my twin until we started talking more, and I started feeling feelings for him, and things were a little different. The feeling that I had towards him was different, and it was natural to feel the way that I felt for him. So this was 2 years ago. It's been 2 years since I met my twin. Luckily for me, 4 or 5 months after, I found Sophia Charles, and I never knew anything about the twin flames or soulmates. I was guided to watch tarot readings, and I started to watching them, my sun sign, I was searching for answers for my own growth. And that's why I watched tarot readings until I came across Sophia Charles. She talked about twin flames, and it was I don't know what I was thinking, but I was just into it. And I don't know how I recognized that my person was I thought he could be my twin. So I booked Sophia Charles for an image reading. She definitely said things that no one could know about me, and that was the beginning of my twin flame journey. I have been in separation in 2019 for several months with my person, and I could have just ended it, but of course you can't, and you feel the pull. And luckily for me, I had the programs and I went into them, and I continued my life working and going within. And this year we were in separation for another few months, and on the 20th of December he reached out and we're talking now. So happy days for me. And yeah, that's all I can say about my twin flame journey. Is just that I never knew anything about tarot, what is signified. I never knew anything about Kabbalah, the universal laws, chakras. I never knew nothing about that. And look at me now. I'm doing tarot readings. I've learned so much about myself, my inner self, how to balance my masculine and feminine. I didn't know anything about the masculine and feminine energies. I've learned that it's needed for all humanity to balance their masculine and feminine energy. Actually, when I met my person, I was in the feminine energy. That's why I am the leader, because I had suppressed my masculine energy. So I had suppressed my masculine energy because I came into this what do you call it? I suppressed all my emotions consciously, intentionally, because I was tired of giving myself and not feeling the fulfillment, that support from others. And that's when I met my person, to bring me into reality of who I am actually, to find myself. So I'm very thankful for that. Now I feel that I can manage my masculine and feminine, balance them, and bring them out in situations when one or the other needs to be brought up. And that is an amazing feeling. I'm feeling more confident. I'm teaching my kids by example of how to live in this new earth that has been changed. Mom. So I was talking about the feminine and masculine. Now I'm feeling more in a masculine energy about taking action and stable my foundation, make a stable foundation for myself. I'm not sure if you could hear the fireworks. It's 11:58 here in US, here in the US, in Washington State. So yeah, I've learned a lot from Sophia Charles, from myself, of how to bring out who I truly am. Since I was a child, I had this inner knowing of the world not being as it had to be. I rapidly recognized people not fulfilling their needs and being depressed and suppressed their emotions I don't know, a lot of people had this pull towards me and to talk to me about their problems, and I had a knowledge, a wisdom of how to speak to them and make them feel better and recognize their own worth. So if you need any encouragement, feel free to reach out. As I mentioned before, I'm here to help you find yourself. So yeah, I'm able to read, to feel the vibrational energies from other people. I don't like, even if I don't stare at them, but I just feel the vibration, their energy, and what they're feeling or what they're going through. I'm able to, if they reach out to me, I'm able to make them feel better and recognize their worth. So, as I was mentioning, I've been working very hard and getting out of the middle ground, which now I understand what it signifies. From personal experience, of course, with my own family. People say that they love you, people say that they care, but when it comes to it, when you most need them, they're not there, which is fine. They have their own shit to deal with, and we have our own responsibility to work our emotions to get that better understanding of who we are and what we're feeling and why we're feeling a certain way. The twin flame programs that I offer down in the description box greatly help you with that understanding of who you are and connecting dots, your emotions to your upbringing, which I'm sure of that you've all experienced in one way or another: sexual abuse, sexual assault, physical abuse, verbally abuse. Any kind of abuse is abuse, and not just because they're family, relatives, close friends, or because somebody has an authority label gives them permission to act upon you and rule you. It's not their job, it's not their I'm trying to get another word. It's not their right. It's not a right for anybody to impose their beliefs upon you. And I've been trying to get out of that state of mind, of that belief from my upbringing, and not pass it on to my children. This is why I've been taking a lot of leaps, especially this year. I feel that throughout my life I've been purging, I've been ascending. I couldn't remember any happy memories from my childhood. I grew up in a poor environment. I had both of my parents. My dad was very controlling and aggressive. He would get upset just the way we sipped the soup. He would call us out, and we grew up pretty much afraid of him. My mom was submissive, and she worked a lot, and neither of them had the time to interact with the children, which made us feel neglected. It made me feel neglected unprotected, uncared for, and I really needed them. I'm the youngest one from 5, and I grew up to be strong and to care for myself, to protect myself, and not to take any bullshit from anybody. I'm very loving, caring. I have a lot of empathy for others. I don't enable any victim mentality coming from anyone. I try to encourage anyone that comes to me with in a victim mentality, and I try to make them realize their own worth. That's how I live my life, through what I'm feeling. My feelings rule me. I come out of any situation from the strength that I get of my inner knowing, my inner feelings. I've always continually worked on fulfilling my own needs. The only time that I hit rock bottom was when I had tried to be submissive and live by others' perception of how I needed to be. That didn't bring anything good in me. I noticed that I was becoming my dad, and I didn't like that feeling at all. I wanted to break that. I'm not sure how to say it. What's the word when you repeat situations from your family? I know there's a word, but I can't remember at this time. But yeah, I don't want to repeat the steps of my upbringing from my parents towards us. So that's when I woke up. I'm like, fuck this. It's not worth it. I give myself my worth, and the hell with everyone. All I need to care for is for my children. And they are who I live, but I'm also teaching them that they are supposed to follow their own needs, care for themselves, and not stop for anyone. And that this life is an experience. We are here to live our bliss, to follow our passions and desires. That whatever they decide, I'm fine with it. It's their body, it's their mind. They might say something right now and change later on, but that's their learning lessons for every decision they make. I'm making them accountable for what they allow and what they speak, and consequences is their learning, is what they're here to learn with whatever action or whatever they allow in their life. So yeah, that's me and my children. I can resonate with any of you in any situation. I had a family member that was a drug addict, and my dad was alcoholic. I myself drank a lot from a young age. I stopped on and off, and I haven't drank for, could say, like a year and a half possibly. I just stopped all of a sudden. I didn't get bothered of drinking anymore, and I believe it's because of the inner work that I've been doing. I feel very happy within myself because I'm following my passions, my own ones, and I've been doing things that I'd never imagined that I could be doing like this video and speaking about myself, my upbringing, situations that I've experienced. This is a huge step for me, a big leap. What else? So yeah, check out the new Earth School. It's there for your support. Invest in yourself. I highly encourage you to really invest in yourself. Give yourself that worth that you've always seeked for from others, to show you and to appreciate you. Appreciate yourself. Your person is the ending prize. It's the cherry on top of an ice cream, and they have free will, as we do too. If we don't take charge in our inner healing, we're gonna stay the same. We're not gonna evolve. We're not gonna be able to feel that fulfillment within. We're not gonna be able to understand our own emotions, and nevertheless understand other people's needs, and we're unable to help. So your purpose of being a twin flame is to be in mission, and you can only be in mission when you're working in yourself, when you have taken the steps to release all negativity from your outer life as within, and making leaps of faith, because there's no right time to take a step forward. You're here to experience life. People always want to have that fallback on something if something doesn't work out. What do you rather do, fall back or fall forward? Because when you fall forward, at least when you take a leap of faith, you fall forward but knowing why you have fallen, so you can be able to get up and continue. When you fall back, you're unable to see where you're falling back on. Is also unknowingly of whether it's gonna last or not. But when you fall forward, you recognize what you're pushing against. You recognize what you're going for, what is your passion, and that whatever you go for is what you believe in your heart. So that's me expressing what I've been doing. I've made some notes, but I don't really read any of it. Yeah, check out the new Earth School. It'll be very helpful for you guys. Yeah, I think that's long enough. I don't want to bore you guys with, my situations. Yeah. You will be seeing a different side of me in the tarot readings. A more masculine energy, like to get you on point, to get you moving, to get you into taking action in that kind of way. I might have a soft voice, but I don't want to scare you guys off. But it's not that I don't want to scare you guys off, it's just how I am, and when it comes down to it, I'm really passionate about helping you guys and being an example for you guys. Only you can stop yourself from evolving. Us as twin flames have greater abilities than what people have been trying to suppress from us, and by you recognizing your upbringing and those emotions and triggers that come up to the surface, it's not a bad thing, it's a blessing, because then you have control of whether to suppress it and feel bad about it, or looking it straightforward in the eye, in the dragon's eye, and facing it and trying to find the root cause of any trigger, any negative emotion, and then speak your truth to whoever you need to speak your truth to about it, or to try to understand why it happened. Learn to transmute it into your wants and desires. Look at those triggers from an outside body into those situations, and really look at it and ask yourself, if you saw that situation in someone else, what would you think of it? Would you be angry? Would you defend it? So that knowledge will help you transmute it, either to face people that have neglected you and allowed things to happen to you, and that's how you release it. Then you're able to release it, and when it comes back again, you just look at it like, yeah, I understand why that happened, and I'm moving past that. That's not who I am. And that's when you know that you're learning and you're ascending into who you truly are, because nothing should affect you. Nothing. We grow up learning to suppress our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts. Why? Because we try to please others, sometimes consciously, sometimes subconsciously. So we lose ourselves in the way, in the process. Instead of evolving, we become more suppressed and suppressed. It's not a good thing, because then that's how come we become angry, emotional, unstable, and the list goes on. Invest in yourself in these programs that I offer down in the description box. They will give you great understanding of everything that you've been through, your twin flame journey, what you're here for, and to find who you truly are, your soul essence. So if you really value yourself, which I'm sure you do, because just by watching tarot readings, you're trying to find the answer of who you are, and that's a big plus. It's divine timing, but you need to take the action steps towards what you want in life. You can't just stay still and expect things to change. You are the change. You make things possible. You're a manifester. By learning the universal laws, by learning the Kabbalah, who you are, and everything that comes from it, from your being. You are a free sovereign being already. You just have to allow yourself to be free, to release yourself from those chains that have kept you stuck, stagnant, suppressed, and depression, in a victim mentality, in a fear mode. If you have children, do it for your children. Show them the better you. Show them who you truly are. And try to encourage them to find their own true self and accept them as how they are. You know, kids are amazing. They teach us so much, but we sometimes don't give them the respect and attention. But they teach us so much from ourselves. So, yeah, I think this is everything. I hope this helped you in one way or another. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for viewing my videos. And I hope that I hear from you guys. Also, if you have come this far, I encourage you to leave a comment. I'll be making a drawing for image reading on on Friday, next Friday, in a week from tomorrow. I'll be making a drawing for an image reading. I'll be picking 3 names, so 3 free image readings for whoever comments down below. And yeah. So I believe this is it. Don't forget to check out the New Earth School. Check out the services, the courses that I'll be giving. And yeah, have a happy new year. And see you soon in the tarot readings. I'm just trying to go back to see if I have anything else to see, but yeah, this is long enough. Thank you all. Thank you all for checking in, and see you guys next time. Bye.